super excited because I'm starting a new series called Cook With Me. Tonight I have Larissa here who's going to be making a simple dinner with me. Everyone knows meat and two veg. We are making pan-seared white fish with lemon and capers and simple sides of cauliflower mash and asparagus. So this is Larissa and we're about to start prepping our vegetables. Larissa, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe how many people do you usually feed and what's your job?
Sure. Speak louder. Okay, so I feed roughly 4 people during the week, but we entertain a lot, so we have a lot more of that on the weekend. And yeah, I work like I've just come rushing in from being out all day, and it's sometimes very daunting to think what's for dinner.
Yes, it is, especially as a busy real estate agent and being out there the whole day talking to people. You come home and you feel really tired. So tonight we're going to make something that is very easy, because what a question that's often on my mind is how can we consistently eat healthily? And when we come home after a long day, we often revert to convenience foods, or we revert to something that's just easy, super easy. I know a lot of my friends actually just get a pizza or something out the ready-made meal section because they don't want to put the time or the effort into thinking about what can I make that's actually good for me. So tonight we're going to make something that is so quick, and after a long day it's not going to take too much effort or energy from you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Judy.
Pleasure. So we are starting by prepping our cauliflower. So we're going to just roughly chop up the cauliflower. We're going to remove the stalk out the base. So I'll just show you how to remove the stalk. Just like that.
So to me, convenience food would be buying my cauliflower already chopped up.
Well, that's brilliant. When you can take shortcuts, it is such a good idea, because that just saves you a few minutes, and it just saves you the mental energy of thinking about that's another thing to prep. If it's already done for you, it's a win.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're going to roughly chop this cauliflower just in small pieces like this. Larissa, would you like to chop the rest of it? Literally roughly chopped. Doesn't need to be perfect, it's getting blended.
And I've got to use that knife?
Yeah, you can use a different knife, but that, oh my god, please show me this.
No, wait. My favorite knife.
So this is the type of knife I like to use when I'm chopping vegetables. This is kind of a small chef knife, but a lot of home cooks revert to this. Do you know that it takes a lot more effort to chop with a tiny knife like this? Because the surface area is honestly minuscule, and it takes actually more strength to chop like that when you can just use this big knife like that. So when I was a home cook before I became a chef, I also used to use tiny knives like this. But this knife can be even sharper than this knife. Okay. So, can you please continue chopping this? You may use whatever knife you like.
I'll try the big one.
So a lot of people feel comfortable with the small knives that they're used to, but it becomes much easier to cook quickly when you use the right utensils. But I love how you're holding the knife there. She's holding the knife with her thumb on the steel. And that's actually the right way, because it gives you more control with the knife.
Am I doing the right thing, cutting these stalky things?
Yes, but you don't need to cut it too small.
Okay.
So, the reason why we're making cauliflower mash, we could be making mashed potatoes. There's nothing wrong with mashed potatoes.
Or sweet potato.
Yeah, sweet potato mash is great too. But we're doing cauliflower mash because it takes 5 to 8 minutes to cook the cauliflower, whereas potatoes take 15 to 20 minutes to cook.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes, you have to mash by hand, more effort. Who feels like doing that? Cauliflower mash, you can put in a blender. And Larissa's got a stick blender, so it's going to be perfect. So when you make mashed potatoes with the skin on, it's actually high in fiber, but most people make mashed potatoes without the skin on. I personally like it with the skin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called skin on mash. So that's still it's not unhealthy mashed potatoes then. But we're doing this cauliflower mash because it's just quicker. And this is called protein and 2 veg, right? Cauliflower is our other veg.
Yes.
And then this recipe is from my guide. In this guide, this recipe is actually made with green beans, but Larissa loves asparagus, and that's what they had in the shop. So when you don't have something that's in a recipe, you must never feel like you can't make that recipe. You just substitute it. And in my guide, I actually give helpful substitutions. So here we have the recipe. You can see it's the pan-seared fish, and it's going with lemon and capers, which is a classic in restaurants. So when I used to work as a chef, when I worked in Scotland, in France, and on the yachts, this was a classic.
Sounds amazing.
It's so easy.
And something I wouldn't normally make. But
yes.
And I will learn, and I'll definitely make it more staple.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to see how it comes out tonight with you.
As long as Grant cuts the fish.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to boil this cauliflower. So do you have a timer on you?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Okay, so we've got the stove over here. And we're going to pop this cauliflower into the boiling water and leave that to cook for 5 to 8 minutes. All right. Then while that's cooking, we are going to make sure our fish is prepped. Okay. So I've boiled some water. And what I'm doing as well is I'm going to put salt in the water because that's going to bring out the natural flavor of the cauliflower. Do you have fine salt here?
Do you prefer fine salt?
Fine salt for in the water, but she has Maldon salt, which is a beautiful flaked salt, which is perfect for meat and fish. So we're going to use that when we're cooking the fish. But for now, with the boiling water, thank you, we're just going to put a teaspoon of salt into the water. I'm going to put the lid on the pot so the cauliflower can steam nicely. Okay, while we're doing that, we are going to check on our fish. So I have portions of white fish. It's actually fresh fish, and I have sliced it, but usually if you're just buying fish from the supermarket, you are going to have it already portioned. The important thing is that the pieces are all a similar size, so they take the same amount of time to cook.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also, we need to pat this dry. So we're going to grab some kitchen towel, and can you just pat it dry for us, Larissa? The next step is going to be prepping the asparagus. Super easy. So we're just going to clean our board. We don't want to keep things on our board, it just clutters it up. Chefs always clean as they go, otherwise you get a huge pile of dishes and no one wants that. Not chefs and not home cooks either. So we are going to chop the asparagus. Larissa's busy patting the fish dry. We want the fish dry because then it's not going to stick to the pan. When you cut asparagus, you want to leave you want to chop off a few centimeters off the end, otherwise you're going to be chewing it for ages and it's just super fibrous. A nice little chef trick, I guess, is you just cut it at an angle and it just helps with the presentation. Not like it really matters, but it's pretty cute, so I enjoy doing that. Okay, you've got the fish patted dry. Then we're going to season the fish, but before we do that, we're going to heat up our pans. So a lot of home cooks don't do this. They would just put the pan down, put oil in it, and then put the fish in. But it's very important to heat it up first, otherwise the fish can get stuck on the pan. So Larissa's got an induction hob here. We are in her home.
Can I ask
tonight?
a question?
Yes.
What if you don't get this lovely fresh fish that we have now that's stored beautifully? What if you buy like a boxed fish?
Yes.
And it's frozen, and they always say cook from frozen.
Oh, well, then if you're cooking it from frozen, that is best for an oven or for the air fryer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but you want to buy your fish like this and have it thawed and dry, not
Yes.
wet.
It has to be thawed. The best way to defrost fish is to put it in the fridge overnight, because then it defrosts very safely and you don't want to take any risks with seafood.
Okay, we're using that too.
Yes, we're using that fish. So we're going to heat up our pans now. ask you a question, Larissa. How do you maintain like sustainably eating healthily?
Hard one.
Do you?
You know what? I honestly think it's about developing good habits.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's easy to have the bad habits because when it's convenient, you want to rush and buy something like fish in the box that you can throw in the oven quickly. But usually
that's not too bad. That's not bad. What's bad is when that fish is coated in a sauce or when it's in a processed crumb.
Yeah. And then those things that they put on the fish very often is addictive. So what happens is you become addicted to easy convenience. I'm not talking about just like takeaways. It's definitely addictive. But to eat healthy.
Can you put this on for me while we're chatting?
Yeah.
Thank you. Got to heat up our pans.
Okay, so we've got the one at the back and one over here. Okay.
It's perfect.
On that power, it does get very hot very quickly.
Okay, we won't put it on the hottest. We'll put it on a medium-high heat. Okay. That's the best way to cook the fish. We're going to heat up the pans. Then we're going to heat up the oil. What's your oil of choice?
Olive oil.
Lovely. I also do that. So most of my cooking was in the Mediterranean. So I love cooking with olive oil. It doesn't work the best on a super high heat as it loses some of its nutritional content. Although I still believe olive oil is a very healthy oil.
Avocado.
That's a brilliant option as well.
I don't have any now, but I've been wanting to buy.
So that does have a higher smoking point, which means that it can take a high heat.
Could you cook the fish in olive oil?
Yes,
and not olive oil, in avocado oil?
Yes, you could.
Really? Okay.
So I also love coconut oil, but that sometimes gives a funny flavor. So I would stick coconut oil, like I would use that when I'm doing Indian cooking or when I'm doing some types of like Southeast Asian cooking because coconut goes with that. But olive oil, it doesn't have too strong of a flavor and it goes well with things like fish, vegetables, meat. So olive oil is my go-to choice. How's our heat doing? So I'm just putting my hand above to feel if it's ready for the oil because that's what's going to help the fish not to stick, like I said. So we're just going to cut our asparagus. Do you want to come cut it?
Okay.
So you were saying that...
so I've taken off these little ends, eh?
Yes.
And
so
then,
what you can do as well is you can bunch it together. So some people cut one by one. Quicker way. Use the big knife because you could use a small knife and cut one by one by one. Or you can grab a bunch, stack them together, and use a big knife and do one stroke, one chop, rather than 20.
So we're going to leave them like that and just that much off, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because we don't want the fibrous ends. It's not like there's anything wrong with it, it's just not very tasty, and who wants to take out that ball of husk from their mouth at the dinner table? And then this one. Okay, so we have the cauliflower boiling. We have our pans heating up here for the fish. There's our timer for the cauliflower. And then we have our asparagus cut. So now we're going to test for doneness of the cauliflower by just stabbing it with a fork.
Okay, now the fork will be this side.
Okay, let's grab a fork. How's our pans? I think we're going to need to put it up a little bit. And let's test this cauliflower.
So I'm going to take it up, just to 8, do you think?
Yeah, take it up to 8. How is our cauliflower? I would say it needs maybe another 2 minutes. Got it going here. So let's season the fish.
Okay.
And we're ready to put some oil in the pan. Would you please season the fish? So we're going to use Maldon salt.
Just Maldon salt?
Yes. So you can lay them out flat so that the whole surface of the fish gets salt. Because when you cook the fish, some of the salt comes off in the pan. So don't be shy with the salt. And fine salt, often you can over salt, but with the Maldon salt, yeah, it just protects the outside of the fish, makes the nice golden crust, and like I said, some of it comes off the pan.
And I'm going to take a big pinch like that.
So let's see what you're doing and show everyone. Yeah, perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn them all over and season the other side, because we don't want some of our bites of fish to be flavorful and the rest not. So Larissa's being a bit squeamish here, touching the fish. If anyone else doesn't like touching raw meat or raw protein,
get your husband.
Let me know in the comments. You get your husband to do it. Okay. We're going to put oil in the pan. I don't say in my recipes exactly how much to put. You know, we don't have to be so precise. It's not that serious. You don't need to put 1 teaspoon of oil, 1 tablespoon of oil. We're going to put a drizzle. Okay, that is smoking away. It's time to put it in the pan.
Okay. And so the fish, no, nothing, just salt in it.
Let's put the heat down a little bit here to 7. Yeah, just salt on the fish because I love the sizzle. We're going to get the flavor from something that's called a pan sauce. So I love this because we're not making a whole different sauce in another pan. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Is that good? Yes. So do you want to lay some fish in that pan there for me, Larissa? I'll hold it for you. So a pan sauce is after the fish is done cooking, we just put a little bit of butter in the pan. And we're going to put capers and a squeeze of lemon. Enough? Try to put a fourth one. Perfect. Okay. I've got already my utensils out, my spatula. Let's check our cauliflower again to see if it's ready for blending. You're done.
Yeah, I like it a little bit of gravy first.
Okay. Let's check. Yeah, no, the cauliflower feels done.
So I took it off.
Yes, and we don't want to overcook vegetables. Because when we overcook it, the nutrients seep out into the water. Okay, so Larissa is, I hope you guys can hear me. Just comment if you can hear me.
Can you see me when commenting anything?
Yes, I can. I can see people who have joined here. So we cook the fish 2 minutes on each side, depending on the size of the fish, which is why we can't be exactly precise in saying cook it for like 3 minutes on this side, for example. So we want the fish to have a lovely golden crust and to be opaque, so not see-through anymore. Because currently it's a bit see-through, right?
Yeah.
And that's how we know that it's going to be done.
You want me to go up a little, or is that the right sizzle?
It's the right sizzle.
Okay, and then
that's perfect.
Can I
that we're going to put off the back hog.
You want to move this from there?
Yes, let's put that there. So we've got another hog with boiling water, and that's where we're going to put the asparagus just now, not yet, because the asparagus is so quick.
Cauliflower back in here?
Yes. So we're going to put the cauliflower back into the pot. Let me hold it here.
Oh, it's a very small pot. I don't want to burn you.
No, you won't. I've been burned so many times in the kitchen. I think I lost some of the feeling in my fingers.
Oh no, that's not fun.
No. So to blend this up, we're going to use milk and a little bit of butter. We're going to make it delicious. We're not putting too much, but it's not that there's good and bad food. Butter is delicious. It boosts flavor, and if you just use a little bit, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So I'm going to put in a tablespoon of butter. You don't want to know when you go to a restaurant how much butter goes into your mashed potatoes.
Exactly. I do put a lot.
You want to put some milk in this as well, right?
Okay. Now tell me when to stop that.
Okay. So we're going to eyeball it. In the recipe it says 1/4 cup, but there we go. She's put in a splash of milk into the pot. Now we're going to blend it with a stick blender. If you had a food processor, that would also work really well. Can you please blend that? And I'm going to turn over some of the fish. Okay, so the first fish is just being turned. You can see it's got a nice golden crisp to it. Flipping it over. Larissa is blending the cauliflower mash. And we've got our pot boiling here for the asparagus. When you cook, do you make things like one element and then another element, or do you multitask?
I do seem to have a few things going at the same time.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm ADD.
You're ADD.
I'm a woman. Women can multitask.
You do multitask pretty well. It's something that I learned as a chef.
And you want to have nice and
elements.
smooth, right? Nice and smooth.
Yes, we want to make the cauliflower mash nice and smooth. Okay, we're cooking our fish here. I'm going to put it up a tiny bit. 7. 7. Perfect.
noisy. How are we doing, Hashtag?
We're doing good. So the important thing is to taste your food as you go. That's how it tastes delicious by the end. So Larissa is just going to taste the cauliflower mash now. Okay, spoon for her, spoon for me.
Oh, everybody else.
So now we're going to see, do we need more butter? Do we need more salt? Probably more salt. Look in the water.
I think a little bit of salt.
It tastes delicious. We need
a little bit.
All it was the cauliflower boiled in water with a little bit of salt, a touch of butter, and a splash of milk. So that's how easy it is to make cauliflower mash. I love mashed potato as well, but this is just an even quicker way to get mash on the table.
I don't know if this is going to show. Can you see how it's done?
Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, this is the cauliflower mash. No, it's looking good. I would say maybe slightly smoother will be great. Did you put some salt?
Yes.
Maybe we need a touch more. You shouldn't be scared to use salt in our cooking. I know a lot of home cooks are scared. Whatever you do at home, like it's probably still drastically less salt than what they do in the restaurant, or if you buy ready-made food, that is a heck load of salt. Okay, so our fish is cooking away. It's not yet opaque in the center. I'll just show you here. As you can see, it's slightly pink still in the center, so we want it fully opaque. So we've got two different types of pans going here. One is a beautiful stainless steel with the coating that makes it non-stick, which is ideal for fish, because fish get stuck to the pan easily. If you have a non-stick, it is ideal for fish.
There's a toothpick trick.
What toothpick trick?
I don't know. Sorry, there's a toothpick trick that you put into fish. To see if it's cooked.
Oh, no, I haven't heard of the toothpick trick.
Yeah, I'm sure my dad told me this, and you stick it in the fish.
Yes.
And if you put it out, it'll come out easy. If it's hard to come out, it's not cooked.
So do the come out easy?
That one's coming out easy.
Beautiful. So that means that's done.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, some of it, that's a bit tough. Hey, stuff.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm just going to fetch a dish for our fish now. So you can dish up the fish on here.
Can I use this one? I think that one's difficult to use.
Yes. So using a metal spatula on a stainless steel pan is ideal.
And the truth is that does continue to cook a little bit, hey?
Yes.
So it carries on.
Fish and meat does continue to cook. So if it's slightly opaque, it's alright. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cook the rest of the fish.
Can I put more olive oil?
Yes.
Okay, it'll come on automatic.
Here we are. Perfect.
That's a nice splash of that.
Yeah, perfect. That's enough. And then put in the fish that's already seasoned, sizzling away. When you put in the fish, a trick so that the oil never burns you, put in the fish from where you are, away from you. So when I started out as a trainee chef, I put it in towards me and I got scars all up my arms. Thankfully, they faded with time and some bio oil. Okay, we need to remove this fish from the pan.
Okay, yeah.
Looks perfect. Another way to check is you squeeze the fish on the side, and it should be slightly soft, but it still needs to be firm. If it's very squishy, it's not cooked enough. So we've got our lovely fish here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make our pan sauce. So we're going to put butter into the pan.
Let's take these little bits out.
Yeah. There we are.
Good.
We're going to put some butter in the pan. We're going to put the asparagus into the pot. Yes, you go for it, Rosa. Butter in the pan. Butter in the pan. It's going to make a lovely sizzle.
How much butter?
We've got capers. I would say a tablespoon or two, since we're doubling the recipe, because we're having a few people over tonight.
So you want that sauce, the stuff at the bottom of the fish to come up.
So it's cooking away, but we have to work quickly with butter because it's burned. So we don't want the heat to be too high, so we put the heat down a little bit. And then we have got a spoon here for our capers. We're putting 2 tablespoons of capers in the sauce. We're going to also put a squeeze of lemon. We're going to put salt and pepper. And that is the easiest sauce ever. At the same time, lemon.
Do you want to squeeze lemon like that, or do you want to do the? No, you can.
No. Okay. So when you squeeze lemon, to grab the pips, you just do it through your fingers, so the juice runs through your fingers, and the pips stay in your hand. So there's our beautiful sauce. We're gonna pour that directly over our cooked fish now.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight away.
Sorry, these need to go in there.
So the asparagus is also going into the pot.
I think it's too long for that pot.
No, it's fine because we're going to put the lid on and then the steam is going to help it cook through.
Okay, so I turn this piece of fish over, yes?
Not just yet.
Okay.
So let's have a look at it.
And this is going on the other fish, right?
We've got the fish cooking here. It's almost white halfway through, which means ready to turn over. So almost there.
So I'll be pouring this on now?
Yeah. You want to pass it to me and come do this side?
Check it. I'll bring the fish.
You come round. And we've got our cauliflower mash on the side. We've got it resting. Here we are.
Put it over there.
Perfect.
And then the sauce is now going to go on top of the fish.
Yes. Beautiful sauce is going onto the fish. Pour it all over there. So basically, we've made a protein and two veg. This has taken, I don't know, maybe we've been on here for about 20 minutes. Super quick, very healthy dinner. We've got our healthy protein, we've got our fats, we've got all the flavor from the lemon, the capers. We've got cauliflower mash, which is a delicious side to this dish. We've got the asparagus cooking away. So we're just going to leave this for another second. You need to clean your bowl? Yeah, we've got a warming drawer over here. If you don't have a warming drawer, you can put tin foil on the top or dishcloth. You're going to turn that fish. So if you want to learn how to make healthy meals and to have it be a part of your lifestyle, to have it be sustainable and really easy, I have a guide. And if you want to, just comment the word guide and I will send it to you. Okay, this fish looks beautiful, golden, it's perfect. I've also chopped up some fresh parsley to put on our fish. Not essential, but I just enjoy having a pop of color.
Are you going to place it?
We can place it. Yeah, let's place it. I've got some platters out there.
Okay.
So, would you like to take some? No, thank you. I did go through her drawers to find a couple things.
Thank goodness. Maybe we'll come back when you come home on a busy day.
Could you put the cauliflower mash into this bowl?
Okay.
And then we're going to put our asparagus on here. The best way to cook veg, really simply, is either to make roast vegetables or how we've done here is to steam or boil it. Then to make it delicious, so it doesn't just taste like a boiled green, you drain the water and put either a touch of butter or a splash of olive oil, because fat is what makes food taste so delicious. That's what makes people want to go back for more. So when you're just cooking at home and you want food to be delightful for your family, put a touch of olive oil or butter. Don't be scared of it. It's not going to make you unhealthy. It's part of a balanced meal. So our asparagus.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, we're going to put it in the warmer. We're putting our parsley onto the cauliflower mash. Beautiful. Going in the warmer. The fish, you can just poke it to see if it's done, and it is done. Alright, we're going to put it on the other platter. Beautiful. Right there, and hold on a second, because what we've got is a few lemon wedges. So it's nice when you're eating your dinner to put a squeeze of fresh lemon on your food as well. I'm also going to put some of the parsley onto the fish. That looks good.
It does. It looks lovely, doesn't it?
Parsley, the fish with the caper, pan sauce.
Well done.
And then we've got our asparagus, which is also cooked here. So we're just going to drain it, and that is the end of the cooking process. And then we get to enjoy our healthy dinner that was really easy. Even after a long day, it's possible to make healthy food easy without turning to something that's ready-made. Okay.
I'm definitely going to give this a go now.
Yes.
It's nice to be shown. So it's so nice that you make these videos.
Good.
Because yeah, people, I'll be lying in bed watching you before I go to sleep, getting very inspired. So thank you, Judy. Thank you for coming to show me this.
Oh, it's such a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me and allowing me to come into your home and to
You can come
cook with
every
you.
night. For the next week, I want to learn all of these lovely recipes of
Yes.
yours.
Well, I actually have a weekly theme for dinners. So on Monday, I'll be doing another live cooking with a lovely woman who is a mom, and we are going to be making Monday's theme, which is sheet pan simplicity. We are doing fish again, and it's going to all be on one tray. She has a small baby, and so she struggles to make like a healthy dinner when she has a toddler running around, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I'm going to go there and show her just how easy it can be.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to watch that, join me on Monday again. Yeah,
Awesome.
maybe you can also watch
I'm
live
definitely going to watch.
to get some more easy cooking tips. And if you're interested, I have a guide which gives the exact weekly theme for making healthy eating part of sustainable lifestyle and making it really easy and delicious. So I'm excited to enjoy this tonight. Let's quickly toss the asparagus. We're going to put it on this tray.
On that one. Okay.
So this is the last element. We're going to put it here. Perfect. Then we're going to put a drizzle of olive oil. Lovely. And a little sprinkle of flaked salt, because we got to season all of our food, every single element. That's what I learned as a chef. Because we don't want the veggies to not be flavoursome. You want to put some black pepper?
Yes.
I love freshly ground black pepper. Perfect. Okay, and let's just show our final product.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, here is our blanched asparagus, our cauliflower mash, and our pan-seared whitefish with lemon and caper sauce.
Yum.
Let's go and enjoy our dinner.
Totally.
Thank you for cooking with me.
Thanks, Judy.
And thanks everyone for joining. See you Monday.